Lyte-n-Rod, man. I'm sitting here, man, with somebody that's very important to the city as well as to me, but to the city for real, because none of what we do today would go on if it wasn't for going to a Lyte-n-Rod party. So, we gonna touch on everything we can in the time that we got him. This is a kidnap, when C-Dog involved, it's a kidnap. I'm like, you can't tell me.
I can call you C-Dog.
You always the only person that's still, I be talking about true. But, you and your daughter, I need to mark it up. Hey,
That's C-Dog.
So, man, what's up, Rod, man?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me.
Oh, man, no, thank you for coming. This is an honor. We done had a lot of people on the show that's been an honor to have, but you the real honor, because it's like I'm talking to the king of hip-hop in Toledo. Hey, and so, I seen you on other podcasts, and I don't want to dig all the way back through the history from when you moved out from Northwood, Ohio? Where you
Oregon.
Yeah, I don't want to go from that far. I want to know, we going to start from probably before me, because you're a little older. Hip-hop, man. When you fall in love with hip-hop?
Oh, wow. When I fall in love with hip-hop? I got to see 1984.
How old was you?
About 15.
15?
Yeah.
So at 15? So was it music before that, or was it just...
No, I was a breakdancer.
That's what I wanted to know.
Right,
what facets of hip-hop did you...
The breakdancer, I was a dancer. I loved to dance back then. Even when I was living in Oregon, we lived on Bayshore Road. Wasn't no black folks out there but me and Paul.
Yeah.
My little brother. And, Paul wasn't no dancer. He still can't dance.
2 left feet.
Right, so I was dancing, back then you could dance, boy. You was
so
I can cuss.
Yeah.
Okay, I was a shit because you could dance. I was pop locking, breaking. I had the Jerry curl. We imitate Mike, all that. The dancing.
Okay.
But I wanted to make our dance moves, the music match our dance moves. So I started fucking with the 2 tape decks, pause, record, hit pause, and chopping the music up. And then I seen Grandmaster Flash on MTV, and he was demonstrating what a stereo mixer was, how he blended 2 records. He was showing you what a crossfader was. And I was through. It killed me.
You hung up your Pumas.
It was over with.
You hung up the Pumas and the windbreaker.
It was over with. The jacket, the windbreaker that folded up to the pouch.
Yeah.
It was over with.
You hung that up. And now it's time to turn it into
turntables after that.
So who taught you? I know you picked up the format, right. But who taught you? Was it somebody instrumental in teaching?
It was, watching a lot. That's why you got YouTube, is you can watch. But Eric Jackson, he was the most. He taught me the most. I was 15. Scotty Greer was taking me over. Eric Jackson lived in the Port Lawrence.
Okay.
And Eric Jackson, he was the DJ at the parties at the community building in the Port Lawrence. Now I'm fresh
down the hill.
Huh?
Down the hill.
No, right across the street from the Brands. The Port Lawrence, right the little community building right there in the Brands, right across from Gunkel.
Oh, in the Brands.
In the Brands.
Oh,
I'm sorry, in the PL.
Yeah.
He lived in the Nuns.
Yeah. Okay.
Eric Jackson lived in the Nuns, and then he used to at the community.
Yeah, I know you're talking
So I'm from Oregon. I get with Scotty and them, with Mike Gordon, my homie, the Emperor. Mike introduced me to Scotty Greer, and we in junior high. So he like, man, Eric Jackson, the DJ. So Eric making these cassettes, selling them in the hood. I get a cassette. I'm like, damn, songs is mixing and shit.
Like
so
a long ass, it's just a
continuous. The beats blending, and so he took me over there, and I would just sit and watch Eric. Or I go to the parties and just sit and watch.
Is he still alive?
Yes, he is. Thank God. He was sick for a minute. He was in the hospital. He out. Eric Jackson. And you already know, some years back, I had a award show for everybody. Me and Keith did, and I gave everybody plaques that made me who I am today.
Yeah.
And, Durham McGlown, Eric Jackson. These is cats that you heard about, But Eric Jackson, man, was one of the coldest motherfuckers, and he was the guy to me.
Feel that.
So, and then after that, Leo Darrington, man, he rest in peace. I was scratching. I could scratch real good. I was good. I got kind of good at it. But I couldn't blend 2 records together.
Yeah.
And Leo Darrington came over my house and sat with me and taught me how to blend two records. That's it. He's gone now.
Rest in
But
peace.
but that's it. After that, it was over.
And so this is 15. You 15.
I was 15. I was 16 by then. Yeah.
So then, what was your next thing? What was your first gig?
South Toledo Boys Club. I got cool with the dude. Dave Dean was his name. He used to run the club, and I said, Dave, man, you should let me come play. They had little dances, and he let me come. He would let me bring. My mama be flipping out about the music in the house.
Yeah.
So he let me bring my turntables and set up in his office and practice.
Okay.
Right there in the Boys Club.
So there's a lot of that you really displaying that village to raise a child.
Yeah, man.
You took
Dave Dean, I don't know where that man is today. He taught me how to drive a stick shift in the Boys Club bus in the parking lot. He taught me how to drive a stick shift. Dave Dean, I'll never forget dude.
And then you went from there to the infamous. This is when I got familiar with the Ron King when you at the school, right? And you get the motherfucking the notebook paper with the little DJ dude, Tru-b. You get the stick man DJ and the party. I'm going to tell you, the party was on Hamilton and Hoyt.
You sure it wasn't? It was more like it was Ben and Evelyn house on Hamilton.
I see Hamilton.
No, they was Hamilton and Hawley. They was
Yeah. That's what I meant. Hamilton and Hawley.
That was Ben and Evelyn house, boy.
I went to this party. Niggas was my age. I went to school with. They looked grown that night. Like how did they get a beer? They was drinking beer.
Yeah.
Niggas smoking weed.
64-ounce OE with the handle.
With your finger. Man, listen, man. I'm in there, man. Rod sweating. I'm like, damn, this nigga in there. He mixing the party, the girl dancing. That's when that's the start of after the boys club. We went to the house parties.
The house parties.
Man, and then you did the one on Junction.
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
Man,
we've been following the light though. That's what that's what I'm trying to show. We've been following the light for a long time.
Pimp. It was this pimp dude. I was DJing JD. You remember JD had the after hour on Avondale?
No, see that.
Man, JD got a picture of me when I was 16 or 17 with one turntable and a tape deck. Now JD was pimping. He had pimp friends from Detroit. These cats used to throw parties for the ball players at these houses. Man, this one dude heard me DJing and he was like, bruh, I'm 16. He paying me bread back then.
Yeah.
He would come pick me up. I don't know how my mama let me go. He'd come pick me up in this Cadillac limo, throw my equipment in the trunk.
Yeah.
And I'd take off for a whole weekend. And I'm DJing in this man, he had a backyard with his garage. And I'm DJing for the whole weekend. I had my own room and everything. I would stay there for 2 days and DJ for this man was doing these parties for all these pro athletes.
So you meant taking the light cross state lines?
I was 16. I didn't know nothing. I just knew I was that music. I'm having fun. Lodinas. He paying us $40, $20, and $40 a night. Place packed. I didn't care. That music.
So how old was you when you started at Lowe's? Because that's where it went. It went from the house parties
Lodinas.
to the next thing was
20.
Ron DJing down there.
Lodinas. I think I was 21, 22. I was just barely old enough to get in there because Lodinas was the first spot that was telling the young cats, we ain't letting y'all in here.
So you wasn't that you never DJ'd at PRI. What was that?
Oh yeah.
What was that club called?
That was Nasty Mike's down there and all that stuff.
Then it got Apollo.
Apollo. No, back then that was all Keith and them. That was they clique and Daryl McGlown and the Party Rockers Incorporated.
Yeah.
That was all that. And that was one thing. I never got down with a DJ clique. Never.
Okay.
It was always me.
Cause I'm gonna tell you what I remember. See this kind of exposed my age, but at the same time just exposed my attentiveness to hip hop. Cause my ear, I was drawn to that. I started off a breakdancer, and then I played with graffiti. But I mean, I was cool. I was cool. I wasn't no great graffiti artist. It wasn't nothing I was chasing. But back then, when we was going house party, I went to the Vilgas. But I grew up on 1786 Tecumseh. But I lived on Detroit.
Right.
Between Bancroft and Fishman.
Okay.
So at that time, it was Rod King, Key Success, and Roger.
Yeah, Roger Daly.
It was the DJs.
Yeah,
like
Dr.
if
Jam.
Roger having a
Shouts
party,
out to Dr. Jam.
shouts out to
He's
Roger.
still
Dr.
DJing
Jam.
too. All
Yeah.
three of them names you named, they still all three.
I was at the Versus with you
Yeah.
and Keith, but was it any other DJs that was popping at
Yes,
that time?
it was Daryl McGlown. It was DJ Melody, which is Lamont Taylor.
Lamont Taylor, yeah.
Lamont Taylor, and Lamont was cold.
Lamont Taylor, he went to the Vilvers with us.
Man, Lamont was like the most underrated cold motherfucker ever to me.
He was a part of the Party Rockers.
Yeah, Lamont Taylor, Gerari, DJ G Wiz, Gerari was DJing. Gerari could rap his ass off too. I think he was just kind of I think he was torn. He didn't know what he wanted to do, but the boy could flow. These is DJs. They were still DJing, man.
Yeah.
You know,
but
and
y'all
of
just
course
had to
Eric
like.
Jackson, of course.
Y'all just had to like.
And then, you know what? And I tell cats, and they like how I got my man Eddie Williams. It was me and him when we first started because I had one speaker and a turntable, and he had a turntable, a speaker, and an amp. So we would just come together and do parties.
Yeah.
So we have enough equipment. But he don't live in Toledo no more, and he be following us on social media. He said, "Rod, you 53, about to be 54 years old, man. How'd you still DJing and getting paid and still staying relevant and all that?" I'm like, it's more than that. It's more than just DJing. I mean, okay, once you know you got that talent to be able to, it ain't about the mixing, the scratching, and all the tricks. If you can stand in front of a group of people and try to relate to all those people, just look out there and just try to reach them with that music. Music is so powerful. And if you can sit out there, and I'm talking, I DJ Indian weddings, Mexican quinceañeras, I don't care what it is. They're all people, and music is just beats. Yeah. And I don't care if I can't understand the words to it. It's got a beat to it. I'm going to be able to mix it, blend it, scratch it, and whatever to try to relate to my crowd. So I was just good at relating to some people. That's it. So, and some type of personality. You know, one time when he first started out DJing, that's my bro. You know,
shout out one time.
Yeah, shout out one time. Yeah, they say like, oh, I was like, Eric, you kind of an asshole, man. This is what I told him like 15 years ago. But he is like the #1 wedding DJ in our region. And I'm talking, reach out from Ohio to 2 states, 3 states over in any direction. He is the shit. You know, so his business ethics is through the roof. So he got his business together, and that's another thing you're going to need to get your shit together. But Eric is the shit, man. One time. So, and his, you know, he got his personality together. You see him online, he out relating to the people, and all that stuff plays a part.
That's what he got ladies' night Thursdays at the Bay, don't he?
I don't.
I had seen a little.
Yeah. But he gonna get back in the club scene. Shit, you better go check him out, because that dude is a phenomenal DJ. Not just that, he elevated his game. I'm not like it.
So
I'm very proud of him.
You was at Lowe's till the doors closed?
Nope. I left Lodina's. I'm an enterpriser and I'm an opportunist. So if I see an opportunity to expand who I am, to change who I am, to reinvent myself at any time, I'm gonna do it. And I pride myself on having an eye of noticing when technology change to jump on. I was the first one in our state that had them CDJs.
That's the
turntable. Yeah.
I was just about to say. I hate it when you went to that.
Technology changed.
I hate it when you went to that.
Yeah.
Because it was just the thing of seeing you digging in the crate and flipping the record.
Right. But there was a club here in Toledo on Galena that burnt down with all my stuff in it. So that was the quickest way for me to get back up, because I told you that's how I eat.
Yeah.
So that was the quickest way for me to get back up. So besides that, the videos came out.
Oh yeah, because you'll be DJing in the video.
I sold rims off my car, sold my motorcycle. Them turntables, the first ones that come out to play videos, was $3,200 a piece. I had to have them. The mixer was $1,500. Then you got to get all the videos. I had to have it. I had to be in the first. You know, so back then with Lodina's, it was a chance for me to stop DJing in somebody else's club and DJ in my own. Yeah. That's when me and Randy had Chocolate City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, I you know.
On Detroit?
Yep.
I didn't know.
Oh, that motherfucker.
I didn't know y'all had nothing to do with that.
Yeah,
so you didn't have nothing to do with it, or DJ there when Darnell had it?
Nope. When Darnell had it, I was busy DJing.
Okay.
You know, other places and stuff.
So when I was see you, I was thinking that you was just DJing.
No,
I didn't
Darnell Rogers, shouts out. Darnell, bless
Shout out D. Roster.
He blessed us to even get that. Randy be out hustling whatever so he worked the deal. He said, Rod, we can get this. For the, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, it didn't work out at the end, but shit, it ain't gonna work out for me not trying.
But Rob, man, how you become the king of popping the door? Every new club, anything that opened in the town. So now I gotta ask you, cause I didn't know you was affiliated that. I used to hear that you was part owner and agenda. Like, what? How do you get that percentage? Like, it ain't just them coming to get you the DJ. They giving you part of it. Like, with
everybody ain't. It's all on. Like you said, you gotta look at what it's worth. You got the DJs, and I'm gonna tell y'all this straight up. Y'all selling yourselves short. People are not coming to these clubs because they pretty and they got TVs or whatever. For one, they come in because of the women in there. The women is coming in there because they want to dance and be around and shit like that. The music, again, how powerful that music is. You playing good music, you got a following. You DJs then got lazy. Y'all letting the promoters come in and they taking your whole door. What the fuck? You can't get up and get online and make a flyer or whatever and promote yourself? Then you got somebody is promoting. The promoters come in, they pay you a couple $100. Get your lazy ass up, promote you. Ain't nobody gonna push you like you. Promote yourself. Pick that microphone up because the part of DJing is talking, MCing too. So back in the day we had rappers and the rappers come up there and they rap and that be it. And then the DJ is doing everything. Pick that mic up. You know what you about to play. Okay, I'm about to hit you. You ain't gotta relate that to an MC. You DJs and got lazy. So me, I ain't on that. I'ma do that. So with me doing all that, you know what I'm saying? I'll give you an example. A few years ago before COVID, the club downtown, Wesley's, they said, hey, we want that a little more urban night on the Fridays or whatever, but we want some old school, whatever. So they reached out. They reached out to me, Kaj Boogie, and J-Rock. I said, so J-Rock and Kaj had Saturday, I had Friday. So I find out what he paying Jay and Kaj. Now Wesley's, this is a white club owner. They don't hardly charge you to get in 5 tops, maybe 7, sometimes nothing. And then the club owner paying $100 an hour to the DJs, which in Toledo is cool. So you go to these black bars, the black owners, they giving you maybe $100 for the whole night. For real. And I know. So how in the fuck can you have a club charging people $10, $20 to get in and still only giving this DJ pennies? So anyway, get back into the Wesley's. I said, I got my own bars. My stepmother owned the quality. My brother was the blueprint. So I own the agenda. I know what bars meant. So look at here, bro. I tell you what. Not only I'm gonna bring you more urban crowd, and Toledo's still kind of segregated when it comes to this club life. Yeah. You get some mixture downtown, but you got white folks drinking beer all night when you got one of us gonna walk in there and drink the top notch liquor and spend $200, $300 where you can get 6, 7, 8 white folks drinking a case of beer. You know what I'm saying? So listen here, man. I'm gonna bring this crowd in here. I'm gonna come an hour earlier to where your regular crowd come in here. I'm gonna make them stay. Your what you call them?
Regulars. Yeah.
No, not the regulars, the pre-gamers. Yeah. When you pre-game, I just come in and have a drink and leave. No, you come pre-gaming while I'm at, I'm on you. I want you to stay. Because when you stay, you're going to drink. So anyway, I worked it out with the owner. I said, well, what's your best night on a Friday? He told me a number. I said, okay, once we reach that number, I need 10% after cost. I was walking out of Wesley's with 900, 1,000 every time I DJ.
Yeah, that.
So on top of your...
From knowing that business.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you something, because you said this. Back in the day, it was rappers. So why you think it ain't the rappers in the club no more?
It's, I couldn't even answer you, man. Why the rappers ain't in the club no more, especially in our area. It's really hard to get support for our local artists in our area. And when you go to Atlanta or these bigger cities, they rocking off. They cats from they hood. Mm-hmm. They rocking off of it, and then they want to try to blame it on the DJs. Listen, rappers, it is not my job, nor do I have time to follow all these people that say they rappers and try to figure out what's good, what ain't, and what you got out new, all this stuff. Y'all recording every goddamn day. And on top of that, nobody's paying us to do this. As a DJ, I don't mind playing something, but as a DJ, I have a job to do. If you got something that ain't hot, I might give it a minute in the air. And then I got to go on to entertain my crowd, because that's what I'm here to do. It's my job. My job is not here to ram your okay music down somebody's throat until they like it. You know, and I ain't dissing nobody. It's a DJ. This is my job to entertain.
You made us hot. You made
No,
Black Life hot.
I didn't make it hot. It was a hot joint.
You put it in their ear for them to hear though.
Right. Because I heard it and I was like, it's a block like thing. And I still know the words. All this, it's 20 years. It was a hot joint to me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if I hear something and I feel like it's hot, it's no problem for me to make everybody else feel like it's hot too.
Hey man,
I've always had an ear for that.
That makes me feel good because I always just say, Rod, my nigga, man, he really be playing my music.
Because I liked it.
Yeah, but I'm saying, I didn't know if it was really hot or just because you was my nigga.
I liked it. Now, there's some young cats out today, they taking them old samples. I can't think of this boy name, but he got Montel Jordan, and he from Toledo. And I wish I knew his name because I would love to give this young cat some props. He from out here, I think. It's a crew of them. This shit's sweet.
Oh, the Polo Gang.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah,
and, a lot of the new music, me and going on 60, I can't relate to y'all young cats. Y'all metaphors be a little too much for older people, But them beats, everybody everybody sampling or recreating stuff.
Yeah.
The 90s and all that stuff, that was the hottest time for music ever. That's why I'm still gigging, because they want that 90s feel. And so I'm all like...
I was going to say, you can do that.
Yeah.
What bring the uncomfortability?
Once was enough. The whole
vibe and how
I wasn't comfortable.
It give you the top shelf feel.
Yeah, I just wasn't comfortable. The whole hookup, the scene, the way it's set up, I relate to my crowd. So if I'm DJing, if you notice when I'm DJing, I got a dance floor or people, I got to be in the room, related to them. I see you come in the door, I'm going to say something, right, I don't need no MC when I'm DJing. It's me, I know everybody here. Let me chop it up with you. That's,
It's too far away.
It's the setup of it. It's not.
But they had you DJing on them steps
that little
too.
steps too, right? And I'm not comfortable. I wasn't.
People walking past.
I just wasn't comfortable.
Yeah, no.
And then they got I guess the owners, they got a whole clique of little young niggas. They offering to cut behind me and shit. And I just I ain't comfortable. That's why I ain't at Selma's no more. Because it's too many young folks coming in there. I ain't comfortable. Y'all don't want to hear what I'm playing anyway. I ain't comfortable.
They follow the light.
No, them kids don't know who the fuck I am.
Man, your name bring everybody out, right? You got
But I'm not gonna change on who
I know,
I
but
am.
everybody come out. You
Not
can,
them
no
kids,
matter
bro.
who,
Them kids don't give that. Them disrespectful little motherfuckers don't care who I am.
They come because Rod.
No, they coming because they think other people come. Oh, it's gonna be Pat. We going.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck who it is. It ain't me.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
No. And if I'm not comfortable, it shows in my performance. So, and plus them 4-5 hours I'm spending in there, shit, I can go to my shop and make 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Where I can sit in here, set up, stand on my feet for 4-5 hours, deal with this bullshit, and get paid $50, $100 an hour. Yeah. Time is money.
You right. Man, I wish when you turned us on to the yesterday, if Cullen would have listened, man, we could have won. Cuz don't want to listen.
Man, I love Cullen, man. For I'm telling you, that's a little homie that's been there forever. I lost out that whole thing. I turned him on to that.
Yeah.
I was supposed to get a cut.
Yeah.
Because when I built the motherfucker, I made a deal with dude to do it for this.
Yeah.
Because we just gonna pop this bitch for a couple months and mash it.
Yeah.
That was the deal me and Jamie had.
Yeah.
So I went in there, did it for the low. Jamie had the equipment. I had the know-how. I put it together. I named it yesterday's. I did. Got it open. Did everything. When the sale came through, I was supposed to get my cut.
Yeah.
I didn't get shit. I'm thinking Cullen telling me he gonna make sure I get it. Jamie telling me he gonna make sure I get it. I got lawyers. I didn't pay for pay, and I got nothing. So same thing. I'll never fuck with y'all again.
Yeah,
Nothing like
no,
that.
I
Same thing with Sean and Brian. Same way. That agenda shit. I walked out of there with nothing. I walked away. I had to pay. The lawyer charged them $1,200 to take my name off the liquor permit. I said, charge it to them niggas. I'm not paying shit.